I don't know. I feel like it's become a digital babysitter.
Oy,
Like the parents,
wow.
instead of talking to the kid, now they just let the device talk to the kid.
And then we realized that he gets very violent. He will start hitting people when he don't get what he wants. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is
ROD.
Realtors Off Duty, where we talk about everything under the sun except
Real estate.
So today we're going to talk about a topic that's a little bit sensitive because kids are involved.
Ooh. Okay.
Michelle, let me ask you a
Yes.
question. What is the youngest age that you have seen, like, I don't know, maybe 1 year old, 2 year old, that kind with a device in front of them?
Hey, you will never guess my answer.
Okay.
When
When?
they're still in the stomach.
Huh?
No lah. Hey, you know that there are some mummies that they actually on their devices, right, to play those music, and they put at the tummy, you know, at our woman there, so that the baby can hear the music to stimulate their brain waves, the growth of the brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of, like, usually it's daddy talking to the kid, then it works the same way, but now it's like
Yeah, you know,
the electronic
classical
devices
music or whatsoever, right?
to make them
play.
become Mozart.
Yeah lah, maybe lah, maybe. Okay, it's okay. Anyway, in all seriousness, I think the youngest that I've seen is about 6 months.
Oh, that's very young eh.
Or maybe even younger, because that baby looks a bit big. But because the baby wasn't sitting up, it was lying down on the stroller, and then the phone was up there like that.
Wow, means the baby outside instead of looking at the surrounding, is looking at the device.
Yes, correct. So it was still lying down, because usually for babies to sit up is about 6 months. So the baby was lying, but the baby looks big lah, maybe like lazy or what, I don't know.
Okay.
But the baby was lying down on the stroller, and then the phone was kept like that.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
the parents, like, I don't know, Gen Zs or?
Not very old. So they were pushing the stroller, and then they were looking around and shopping lah, naturally. And okay, I was like, wow, I can't do that lah.
Okay, I've seen something similar. Okay, but the kid not so small lah. Maybe. Okay, actually, honestly, I don't know how big is 1 year old, 2 year old. But I've seen a case whereby a kid is in the stroller, a bit bigger lah, can sit up, can communicate. But looking at the screen,
Okay,
the father, one hand pushing the stroller, one hand looking at the phone.
I say,
Another level of, like, multitasking, I tell you.
hey, it's rare for a man to multitask. Oops.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so he managed with that. He one level up already. Yeah.
Okay, but why I'm asking this is because, right, I do realize that in Singapore, or maybe outside of Singapore as well, it's a very common sight that now kids are very exposed to electronic devices.
Yes.
Be it iPad, phone, or, like, I don't know, laptops nowadays.
I totally agree. So what happens is that if, let's say, I'm not sure about you guys, but if let's say you were to go to a food court, a hawker center, or even restaurants, you realize that a lot of families, right, they tend to, father, mother, one phone each, then maybe 2 kids or 3 kids each holding on to one phone.
Or an iPad in front of them, then they're watching the show or something like that. I don't know, Coco Lemon.
Yeah, cool. In the past, I used to let my kids watch Coco Melon, but then after a while, I stopped it because I realized that it's quite addictive for them. And my kids will keep asking for Coco Melon. Yeah, why? Then I was asking, why are they so into Coco Melon? One is the song. 2, it was simply because I went to Google search lah.
Okay.
Then I realized that it's because of the very bright colors that attracts them to keep watching it. Then, when they look up and they realize that actually the real colors is not as vibrant as what you see on the phone. So that's where, it captures their attention, and that's why they keep asking for Coco Melon. So I stopped that. That's why I stopped my kids from watching it also. Yeah, correct.
That's okay. I don't know. I feel like it's become a digital babysitter.
Yeah.
Like the parents,
wow.
instead of talking to the kid, now they just let the device talk to the kid.
That word damn app is really like that. If you never talk about it, I didn't think about it. Yeah, it's really like a digital babysitter, because it's like a lot of I mean, I can understand from a parent's point of view that, why you want to use a phone for your kids. Because, it captures their attention. So they will not seek attention from the parent.
We're free now.
Because the parent also tired after a long day of work.
Correct.
Whatsoever.
So like after my long day of work, right, I just want to hide out. I think in my first episode or so, I said when I go home, I just want to keep quiet. I don't really want to spend any more energy on anything else. So I think that's when parents are tired, and then we don't want our kids to keep asking us, "Why, mommy? Why? Why is it like that? Why is it like that?" Then we have to keep explaining to them because they have no one to turn to.
Correct.
They have no one to turn to but us. So they will tend to ask us a lot of questions, or they will do things like crawling around or running about, or if you have siblings, they fight around, that kind of thing. So the easiest way to solve it is devices.
Because you want to shut them off.
Correct.
Just give them a device, put on a cocoa melon, and then they will just be watching it and not disturb you.
Yes, I mean that's one of the easiest way. But I feel that it just stops all communication. As much as I'm very tired, I feel that that's the only time that I get to spend with my kids.
So Michelle, do you let your kids watch all this entertaining
Yes,
stuff?
to be honest, I do. But we try to control. But it's not easy. It's not easy
I
because
can imagine.
it's very
Once
addictive.
they start, they cannot stop.
Correct, it's very addictive. Even I mean for adults, once we start looking at our phone, it's also quite addictive.
TikTok and someone can scroll
Correct.
3 hours like that.
Yeah, exactly right. Sometimes you scroll, hey, 2 hours already. So I think it's also very addictive for kids. It's because it's something that they can experience within a very short period of time, like different things just by moving the fingers. So I think it's very addictive to them. So even when we try to like say, 20 minutes, it's not that easy. It takes a lot of self-discipline to stop themselves from continuing and hand the phone over to us or stop the TV.
I think also because from young, right, if you don't cultivate that discipline, right, it gets even harder and harder as age goes up. Yeah.
Okay, can I share this? So what happened was my elder one, right? First one, so we don't know how to handle also. So there was a period of time kids sometimes when they're sick, they keep crying. So one of the easiest way to distract them from the pain or the discomfort is by watching TV. So in order to stop him from crying that much, right, and allowing him to take down his medicine, we need to on Cocomelon.
Because once you distract him, then he won't think about the
then
pain
he will
or
just
whatever.
take the medicine. Because to us parents, when they are sick, right, the only thing that comes to our mind is we want them to take the medicine. So in order for them to do that, right, one way is to distract them and as a reward, so they tend to like wait for it. So it becomes a habit that in order for you to want them to do certain things, they will want a reward in exchange. So even before they complete the task, they will want to have, you need to entice them with something, example a mobile device, before they will actually do it.
So it's like the next time that they are sick, they want to eat medicine, they will ask you for
Correct.
that TV.
So there was a period of time I struggled with my son on this because we realized that it's becoming a trend, and for a period of time he was actually very violent. As in, suddenly he will just throw tantrum, because he don't watch TV, or the gap for the TV, the gap for no TV is too far apart. Not too far apart, it's too long.
Okay, so imagine like initially he can only watch once a week, but then suddenly you extend it to once every 2 weeks, then he suddenly cannot
Yes, he cannot take it. Then go too long without television or something like this, right? He will start throwing tantrum. Then in the middle of the night, don't want to sleep, insist on watching TV. Yeah, then when you have elderlies at home, right? Their habit is, cry only, okay lah, give lah. So
they want to 哄 the 孩子 because
Correct.
they're 心肝宝贝啦。
So that was what happened. And then, so there was a period of time for about 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, that every night my son will wake up at a specific timing and cry. And to stop that crying, someone in my family will on the TV for him. So it becomes a habit. And then we realize that he gets very violent. He will start hitting people where he don't get what he wants. So I say no, we cannot have this behavior anymore. So I stopped it, and I just tell him very firmly that no, you're not going to have TV. You're not going to have television.
Actually, kids are sorry, kids are actually very, very smart.
Yes.
You know, the thing is, once they realize that, oh, if I do this, I can get your attention.
Correct. They will keep doing it. So what happened was, I was very firm with him. I say no, and I'm very firm with everyone in the family. No television for him. And then in order to replace that, of course, we need to put in a bit of effort. Bo pian wan lah, this kind of thing. So we brought him out to playgrounds, more playground session, more swimming session, more cycling session, more of outdoors, really, really outdoors, until he was so exhausted, he has no way of waking up in the middle of the night to cry for it anymore.
Okay.
So it took us a while, and then after that, he never really asked for television anymore. So as long as we don't on it, he's fine. He can play on his own. Previously, he cannot. He will keep asking for television. So once we stop that, right, he don't ask for television at all. He'll just play on his own. So even I think playing on their own, right, also cultivates certain learning, and certain creativity in them.
Yes.
Because you want to take one toy and start playing on your own, you also need some creativity one.
It's very unlike watching TV. You just need to watch.
Correct. You just continue to let them feed you with stuff, and then your brain doesn't turn about. Yeah. But when they play alone, right, then I realized the change in him. He stopped having so much tantrum as well.
Yeah, parents, please take note.
Correct. But the thing is, the effort to do that, you really have to put in effort. And I think because of our work and stuff like this, right, we don't really have that much of an energy.
Honestly, it's quite exhausting, working in Singapore because of how competitive things are already.
How fast-paced we are. Yeah.
Imagine going home, you have a kid throwing tantrum. Honestly, if I'm the parent, I also want to just pacify the kid.
Correct.
Do whatever you want.
Correct. So I can understand why a lot of parents actually give the phone to the kids even at a very young age. But I feel that it's not very healthy.
True.
We need to put in a lot of effort in order to keep them entertained. But I think it's a habitual thing. So like now my kids, right, when we go out to eat, they are used to not having phone.
That's very, very good.
Yeah, so
it's very a rare sight now.
Yeah, so we will talk. I'll try to make a habit to put my phone aside also, and then we will talk. We'll talk to each other and say, hey, so like what's going on, or what do you want to eat, and they can really focus on eating.
So what happens if your kid starts throwing tantrum in the public because you don't want to eat?
Okay, so we experienced that before. So at Jewel, my son was crying on the floor in front of a restaurant. Yeah, 在那边闹 and then I just stand there and look at him. Then everyone was staring at us but I just stand there and look at him because I think kids need to know that crying, no matter how you make a fuss out of it, you still don't get what you want. You still need to move on. Yeah, it's not a solution. You still need to move on. I think it's a habit, when they cry a little bit, we give. Cry a little bit, we give. That's why it becomes a habit that if you don't give, you just keep crying. And the only way to pacify them is to give. So this is like a cycle, a chicken and egg thing. So it becomes a habit. We just don't want them to cry.
Especially in public, parents paiseh. You see your kid cry, 哎呀，快点哄他啦。
Yeah, then again, if I'm doing podcast, my skin very thick lah. So I don't care. I mean, I have people looking at me. Like my kids are crying, people look at me. Then I just look at them and say, yeah, I do apologize to those that are being affected. I say I'm sorry, but yeah, I will just have to let him cry it out. Because I don't want to give in to him because it's not right. It's not right means it's not right. It doesn't mean that you cry,
you will get what you want.
Yeah, you'll get what you want. It doesn't work that way. So now I'm teaching my kids to talk. You want something, you talk to me nicely, and we try to negotiate it out. Like, how can we get this done? Or how can we achieve a center ground? Yeah, it's not easy because it takes a lot of effort and time to train them to do that.
And I think that's where parenting really comes in.
Correct.
Really, like the right guidance really matters.
Yeah, and I understand it's really not easy because really the easiest way is really phone. Trust me, I know because I've been through it myself. Even for adults, I think the easiest way is always
When you feel sian, when you feel anything, right? You just want to scroll your TikTok. I don't know whatever lah.
Even when you're upset, you want to cry, you also scroll. You're happy, you're like, I don't know. But so I think digital device has made our life much easier. It has made our world bigger in a sense because we tend to see different things just by looking at our phone.
But it really has its pros and cons lah.
Correct. So sometimes I think kids is too young for kids to understand the gravity of just keep looking at phone with that kind of addiction. You know, they don't understand the seriousness of it.
It becomes very annoying when they start throwing tantrum just because you don't give it to them sometimes. And it's for parents, it's really hard to draw that balance, whether you want that sanity or you want to teach them
Correct.
right thing.
And it's because of all these devices, that's why kids will come up with the 6, 7. Oh my God. I cannot.
And their short attention lifespan.
Yes, correct. It's because of devices. That's why you have the skibidi. Yes. Yeah, I need to bring this back because I think it's linked. It's linked, right? If let's say kids have more playground time, you know, then maybe all this skibidi and 6, 7 might not spread as widely as they are now. Correct? So, but then again, it's also very hard to avoid lah.
So, actually, that's a good question. Okay, even though like I know that there are some parents, right? Okay, not people that I know of, like maybe my mom's my mom's parents, my mom's friends. They did ever mention things like, "Oh, I'm not gonna let my kids touch any social media devices until I don't know, say certain age." But eventually, right, they will just break.
It's easier said than done, really. Because even for myself, right, it's, you know, it's really like what we said earlier on. It's really a choice between sanity and putting in effort, really. You want your kids, because kids' attention has to go somewhere. If you don't provide them with a device, okay, then they need to put their attention somewhere. And if you cannot give them the attention, then they will start making noise.
Yes.
Correct. I mean, even adults also, what? If like your partner cannot give you attention, or you look for attention somewhere else. It's the same.
Oh.
But it's the same. So for kids, and what's more, they are so young, they don't understand a lot of things. So if parents can't give them the attention, they will start finding ways, whether it's correct or not, they'll find ways to get your attention. Then as a parent, right, it's very tiring for us to keep handling them. Yeah, and giving them the attention. So the easiest way is how?
Because parents also want their me time.
Correct. Really, the kids nowadays, their energy level is damn gao one.
Really?
No joke. I mean, yeah, you know, with my age, walking also a bit difficult already. No lah.
Actually, people who are self-employed, sometimes you think that they are very flexible working hours, but actually they are even more like tired and more busy than people who are not self-employed.
Yes.
So it's even harder to allocate time properly to actually go back and handle kids.
Correct. So, you know, you have to juggle both sides. That's why sometimes I really admire some parents with 4, 5 kids on it. Wow, but then again, I can understand because I keep saying I can understand. Okay, anyway, I want to advocate this. Please have more kids if you can. Why? Because the first one, right, they have no one to play with. So you have to be there for them.
Okay.
Then when the second one comes about, right, the two of them will fight. Okay. When the third one comes out, right, oh my God, you will just ignore and just let them play on their own. And then the 4th, 5th, 6th is like that one. Then the eldest one, you just need to ask the eldest one, right, to take care of the rest. And then you down there, you can really have your me time already.
Because the kids will play them at times.
Correct. They will play on their own. You don't give them devices already. They make noise a little bit only. You look at the big one. What happened?
This kid very expensive. Imagine you got 4, 5 kids. Wow.
We shall do I think we have enough interest. We will do a breakdown on why people say kids are expensive. Because I just did a calculation with one of my clients. We're talking, why kids are expensive? Then I did a calculation. Actually, it's manageable one.
Okay.
Why kids are expensive is simply because
You want to give them the best.
yes, correct. Okay, that one anyway we don't digress. Yeah.
Going back to this topic, right?
Correct.
Okay, I still feel like it's a bit unavoidable to restrict kids with all these social devices because, right, you see nowadays, right, schools, they are exposing kids to e-learning. Not just say e-learning, I think now some schools, they ask them to have those Chromebooks or those PLD, personal learning devices, to get them to kind of start to be more tech savvy lah. Yeah, when they start getting exposed, right, actually kids are very smart. The moment they touch it, right, they know how to explore.
Yes.
Once they start exploring, right,
Yes.
there's no stopping.
So I'm not sure about other schools, but my son's school now, right, they have this SLS.
Sorry,
Okay.
what does that stand for?
I also don't exactly remember what it stands for. So basically, you need to go to a web browser and then you have to enter this site and then they will have some activities for you to do down there, some
Okay.
e-learning that you have to do on it as well.
Okay.
And then it teaches them how to use the mouse. You have to teach them how to use the mouse. So I have to teach them how to use the mouse. And then you need to start typing words, that kind of thing. So it's a good exposure. But we really limit him to just using the computer or laptop just for that. So I don't allow him to use it for anything else. Then of course I have to be there lah. So I'll be doing my work, my paperwork or whatsoever. Then he will be doing his SLS activity down there. Yeah, that's what we do.
Correct. I think it's the thing that most parents cannot commit, which is to supervise and ensure that they really just do what they are supposed to be doing, which is learning.
Bo pian one this kind of thing.
Really bo pian.
Yes, bo pian one, because if you don't do that, right, then they will start exploring already.
Correct. Kids are curious people in nature.
Correct. So it's natural for them to explore. Especially it's something so fresh to them.
And like electronic devices are so cool,
Correct. And then you can suddenly just click this one. Oh, this one come out, that kind of thing, And then the typing sound some more. All these are very interesting and new to them. So it's very hard to stop them from don't use it.
Correct.
But yet at the same time, you need to expose them to it as well, because if not, they will be fallen way back behind.
Correct. Imagine everyone knows how to use it, then
Correct.
your kid don't know how to use it, then also
So you
funny.
so you need to spend a little bit of time with them. Not a lot, maybe 1 week, maybe half an hour to 1 hour. Yeah. So I think it's all this small little time frame that you need to allocate to them and really teach them the discipline. I think if let's say you can implement the discipline well enough, the time frame for them to use it, it's actually all good to go. And of course the parental control. Yeah, you don't want some shooting or whatsoever videos that comes out in front of them that's too violent. So I think parental control, as long as you can manage the parental control, you can manage the time limit, actually it's good to go, I feel.
This just suddenly sparked my knowledge that I read somewhere.
Okay.
Australia last year in December, they actually did this policy.
Yeah.
They did a ban on social media
I
for
remember.
people below 16 years old. I think it's 16. Yeah.
What do you think?
So, I think it's a damn cool thing. And I think it should be implemented everywhere. Sorry. No, but seriously, I feel like
I think all the youngsters will hate us.
kids really need to be restricted on what they're watching nowadays.
Correct. Do you know that, speaking of this, why I agree to that, right? It's simply because, if you have watched some videos or TikTok videos, right?
Okay.
There are some kids, right, that starts filming themselves hurting other people.
Yes.
Just to get viewership.
People, cats, dogs, whatever.
Yes, just to get viewership. And I don't think, I mean, naturally, this is not a right thing to do, right? No need, I think. This is naturally not a right thing to do. But to them, viewership matters a lot. Followers matters a lot because that it's an unseen competition between friends. Viewership, how many people has viewed your videos? This has become an unseen competition. So they will try to do things that are out of the norm just to gain viewership. And I don't think this is right. Regardless whether it's in terms of content or in terms of mental health.
Correct.
Yeah, because what they are doing is just, it just past that their own conscious level. Yeah.
It's like their priority is to get viewers,
Correct.
get followers,
Correct.
get people's attention.
Correct. And not, their principles in life and stuff like this. You just go haywire already.
Correct.
Yeah. And I really don't think this is the right thing to do. So, before you are mature enough to know what is right and wrong, it's actually correct. It makes sense to ban kids from all this social media.
Okay, so just now you were saying it's unavoidable. So I think it is still unavoidable, but it is really important to restrict them, to all this content that they are being exposed to.
I think unavoidable. Okay, for me, I'll use the word unavoidable is mainly because the school are implementing the use of digital device.
Correct.
Okay, but if we can use the digital device just for schoolwork purposes, I think it's good.
Because their purpose is only to learn from the
Correct.
device.
Correct. Or do projects or whatsoever. But if you are telling me it's unavoidable for the device with the contents inside it on social media, then I think that one can be avoided. That one is totally avoidable. Like, you see, Australia, right? Australia has done it already. So I think it's something that it can be done. It's just a matter of whether do you want to do it and then maybe try to find another way to shift their focus or their attention to somewhere else.
Correct.
A lot of parents, or rather a lot of teenagers, they can't do that simply because they have nowhere to spend their focus on. And then peer pressure some more. Or this that comes in that it forces them to bo pian. If I don't look at this TikTok, if I don't follow this TikTok trend, I will be left behind.
Yes, like I don't know what's going on. All my friends know what's going on except me.
Correct. So with the ban, right, it actually stops everyone from competing already. Bo pian mai, because you cannot look at it at all. But I know that there will definitely be some who goes the back door one lah. Parents.
There's always a way out.
Yeah, but at least
there's something implemented.
Correct. I feel that at least the government did something to try to stop this from happening.
So you're also with me on this lah. That you agree lah.
Yes.
Okay lah.
Yes.
If people hate me, they hate you too.
No lah, but if you think about it like my days we only started using phone at 几岁. Correct. And we don't have any issue on that.
Correct.
So it's like, if we can, even our parents' era, without phone, without social media, they still survive. So what makes it so special that we can't survive without that? Like my kids, to be honest, they don't have phone during mealtime. They can better taste the food. They can see what they are eating. I'm being honest with you. They can see what they are eating. They know what they like. They know what they don't like. Rather than kids, I know of kids, they don't know what they are eating one.
They just put them food.
Yeah. Because their eyes are always on the phone.
It's like they're present there, but they are not really present.
Correct. They don't even know what they're eating because all their attention are on the phone. They're just eating just so that they are not hungry. But they don't really taste it. Yeah, so it's like when my kids eat, right, sometimes you even joke. They say, hey, mommy, that one is spicy. I don't want to try it. They can see and tell me, hey, that one is spicy. I don't want it. Then we will joke something like, you must eat. Spicy makes you strong. Something along that line. We joke out of it. So something that the family, we have a joke within ourselves. Yeah. So I think this is something
more
that
communications,
correct.
Because
the bond
people
is
are
stronger.
actually there.
Correct, and the bond is actually stronger, to be honest. So at least they learn how to communicate. I think this is very important. Because communication means everything, to be honest.
Correct.
Even relationship,
Friendships.
yes.
Family ships.
Yeah, you need to communicate.
Yeah.
If you don't communicate, everything just breaks down.
Correct. That I really, really strongly agree.
So people out there, I myself was once guilty by giving my kid a phone also. Yes, and I learned from it. So if you're a parent out there who is guilty of it,
It's not too late.
yes, it's not too late to actually start changing. You might have a hard phase for a while. 不变 one lah, 不变, because they will have withdrawal symptoms ma. Like, you know, when you're addicted to something and then you have to quit it, you definitely have withdrawal symptoms. But once you survive through that withdrawal symptom, I think that's when a healthy relationship will actually start forming.
Let us know what you think, whether you guys believe in what we say, whether you guys also agree with us that, you know, like how Australia did it, maybe Singapore could do it.
Or if you think that it's really a necessity for kids to use phone even while they're eating, or for your sanity, it's a must-have. Share with us also, because what we say are purely based on
What we think.
yeah, correct. So again, it's based on our own views. We might be wrong, although I don't think so.
I still strongly stand with what I said.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so do share with us. Do like and follow us also. Okay, so
We'll see you in the next episode. Well, this is ROD signing off.